Hello everybody. We will discuss the applied mathematics class 11th. This is video 1. See, first of all we will discuss about the prime numbers. Means which numbers are known as a prime numbers. An integer p is greater than 1 is called a prime number if it has no divisor except 1 and the number itself. Means any number will be the prime number which is divisible by 1 and the number itself only. Or in short you can say which has only two factors. Only two factors. That is known as a prime number. Means two factor means 1 and number itself. And number itself. That is the prime number is there. Means the number must have two factor only 1 and the number itself. For instance, you are taking like 2. So this 2 can be written as 2 into 1, 3. 3 into 1, they are divisible 5. 5 into 1. So these all are the prime numbers. So the number which has only two factors, which have only two factors, that is the prime number is there only. See, the concept is here, 2 is the first prime number and 2 raised to power 8, 2, 5, 8, 9, 9, 3 minus 1 is the largest prime number that is found till the end. And it has 2486, 2048 digits in decimal system. Now the composite number is there. Composite number which has more than two factors. More than two factors. That is the composite number. Two factors. Means for instance, suppose we are taking suppose 10. So this is the number which is divided by 1, by divided by 2, then 5 and 10 itself. So which has more than two factors there. Means that is divisible by more than two numbers. 1 and 10, no doubt, and this is also divided by 2 and 5, so you can say this is the composite number. See now, if we talk about the number 1, number 1 is neither a prime nor a composite, because this 1 is divisible by 1 itself, divisible by 1 and number itself 1 is there only. But if you are going to do the factor of this one, you write 1 into 1 into 1 into 1, you can write down. But the number of factors is 1 only. It's a 1. So this is neither a prime number nor a composite. क्योंकि इसके क्या है, केवल एक ही factor है, 1 is there only. If 1 you are writing 100 times, it doesn't mean that factors are 100. Only 1 is there because you are going to repeat the number. So composite number means which has more than two factors. That is composite. Now the relatively prime numbers, they are also known as, you can say, the co-prime number. Which numbers are known as co-prime? कौन से number co-prime होते हैं? If the GCD of the two numbers is 1, means the greatest common divisor, that is GCD is 1, you can say they are the co-prime. For instance, मान लीजिए आपने 2 and 3, they are the co-prime is there only. 3 and 5, they are the co-prime. If you will take the GCD, then you will see, then there will be the only 1 is the common in both. You will do the factor of this 2 into 1, 3 into 1, so 1 is common is there. So they are known as a relatively co-prime, the prime numbers, or you can say the co-prime numbers. Next is the proper divisors. Divisors of a number other than the number itself. Any number you are taking, कोई भी number है, that is divisible by other than the number itself are called the proper divisor of the numbers. For instance, suppose you are taking 12. So 12 is divisible by 1, it is divisible by 2, divisible by 3, divisible by 4, divisible by 6. Here only, this is divisible by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, by 6 is there only. So these are the proper divisor of this number 12, except the number itself. केवल खुद number को छोड़कर जितने भी numbers हैं, by which the number will be divisible, they will be known as a proper divisors. Have a look. Yes. Now the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic क्या है? Every composite number can be represented as the product of prime factors. If any composite number is there only, we can do the prime factors of that one in one and only one way. Like n is any composite number you are taking, the factor of that will be p1, a1 raised to power a1 into p2 raised to power a2 and p3 raised to power a3. Likewise there, where this p1, p2, p3, pk, these are the prime numbers. and this a1, a2, a3, ak, these are the positive integers. These are the exponent you can say. For instance, suppose you are taking a number, for example 120, you are going to take the number. So you are going to do the factor. This will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. So this can be written as like 2 raised to power 3 into 3 into 5. So this is A 2, 3, 5. These are the P1, P2, P3 you can say, and this is 3. That is A1. Here is one is A2 and one is A3 is there only. But these prime numbers will be P1 is less than or maybe equal to, P2 is less than equal to, P3 is less than equal to, Pk is there only. These are the two most important points here only. Note 1 and note 2. They are very important. देखिए note 1 क्या है? Let n be a positive integer. If n is not divisible by any prime less than or equal to root n. N is any positive integer. N क्या? कोई भी positive integer है. But if it is not divisible by any prime less than or equal to root n, then n is a prime. So it means if you want to check any positive integer is given there only, you want to check whether it is a prime number or not. What we will do, we are supposed to take the square root of that one. The integral part we will take. उससे less than or equal to, say ये divisible नहीं है, so that will be the prime. We will take the question later on. Second point is, if n is a composite number, then the smallest positive divisor of n less than or equal to root n. अगर कोई भी composite number है, that will be divisible by which number? That will be the smallest positive number, but less than, divisor of n less than or equal to root n. या तो वो root n से कम होगा या equal to this one is there only, then that composite number will be divisible. We will take the example based on this and this one only, then only we can understand. Have a look. Yes, now the Euler's Tonen function is there only. The Tonen function phi n, that is represented by the phi n is here, be a positive integer n greater than 1 is defined to be the number of positive integers less than n that are co-prime to n. Means if you are going to find the Euler-Tonen function of any one of the integer phi n, that is denoted by the phi n is there, the number of positive integer less than n, number of positive integer which are less than to this number n, and this should be the co-prime to n. For instance, suppose you are taking 5, 6, so that will be equal to 2. Just see how. You will do the factor of the 6, so that 6 is divided by 1, 2, 3. Number positive less than to number itself, so 6 will not be included here only. So that this is divided by 1, 2, 3. And the numbers which are less than this one, 6, are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is here only. So why we are writing 2 is here? हम 2 क्यों लिख रहे हैं? देखिए 6 is divided by 1, 2, 3. Then the less than of 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the co-prime, which number are among these 5? इन 5 में ऐसे कौन से नंबर हैं जो इसके साथ co-prime हो जाएंगे? Means there should be only one common. Means if you are going to take the GCD of any two numbers, they will be the co-prime if their GCDs comes 1. GCD 1 आए, देखिए अब with this 6 you are taking 6 and 1 you will take, so 1 will be the common. But if you are taking 6 and 2, then 2 will also be the common other than 1. So 1 and 2 हो जाएगा, तो that cannot be, these 6 and 2 cannot be the co-prime. 6 and 3 cannot be, 6 and 4 cannot be, 6 and 5 is there. So there are the only two numbers are there which are co-prime with this one. So 5, 6 will be equal to 2 because one prime less than 6 and co-prime to it. These are the two numbers only is there. Similarly 7 you are taking is here. 7 से smaller number क्या है? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here only. And the 7 is, the factor of this 7 is 7 into 1. अब इस नंबर के साथ among these numbers क्या करना है? इस नंबर के साथ इन numbers को मैं देखो which are the co-prime with this number, less than this one, less than number हमने यहाँ लिखा, and which are the co-prime. देखिए 1 will be the co-prime. If you will take the SCF of these two numbers will be 1. 7 and 2 करेंगे तो 1, then 7 and 3 1, then 4 1, then 1, then 1. It means therefore phi 7 will be equal to 6. So that is the Euler-Trianent function is there only. Have a look. Yes, now we can take this one is, first is remark is phi 1 is equal to 1 is there, and these are the properties which are very essential to evaluate this one, to find the Euler-Trianent function of the value of this one. First is the p is a prime number, then phi p will be equal to phi minus 1. If m and n are the co-prime, phi m into n, that will be equal to phi m into phi n. Similarly, if n is equal to p raised to power k, where p is a prime number is there, so then phi n will be equal to p raised to power k into 1 minus 1 over p, this one. With the help of the question we can understand. इसको जब अभी question करेंगे, then you can understand this one. Similarly, this is here. So you want to evaluate this one. You want to evaluate this phi 40. See now. This 40 you can do the factor, so it is 2 raised to power 3 into 5. So this is actually the value of this one is there. You can write down 5 into this one. For the own convenience, 5 into this is. So this can be written as 40 into. See now, we will apply this one is there. This is 1 minus 1 over p. P is what? This is the number p. So this is your p raised to power, this is, so 1 over 2. Into 1 minus this 1 over 5 is here only. Means if n raised to power, this is there only, then that can be written as p raised to power k into 1 minus 1 over p is here. So this is equal to 40 into, you will solve, this is 1 by 2 and this is 4 by 5. You can solve 5 2 just, so this is 4, so that is equal to 16. So 16 is the answer of this question is here. Similarly, in case if you are going to find the, you are going to evaluate this one is there, phi 300, just simply you have to do the factor. So इसका factors आएंगे 2 raised to power 2 into 3 into 5 raised to power 2. This one. So इसको you can write down, this is here only. This is phi 300 is equal to, that is 300 into 1 minus 1 over 2 into 1 minus 1 over 3 into 1 minus 1 over 5. Simple. Just क्या करना है, ये जो base है, you have to 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 minus 1 by 5 is here only. And when you will solve this one, that you will see that is 300 into, this is 1 by 2 and this is 2 by 3 and this is 4 over 5 is here. So you can solve this 2 and 2 cancel, this is your 100 and this is 520, so that is equal to 80 is your answer. So likewise you can evaluate this one only by using these points is there only. This is, have a look. Okay, now the Ramanujan primes. The nth Ramanujan prime is the least integer Rn for which there are at least n primes. Rn, then at least n primes. Rn means the first prime number, second prime number, third is there. If it is R1 is there, means there should be at least one prime number. R2 means between them there should be the 2 is there only, that we will discuss. And n primes in this closed interval x by 2 to x is here for all x is greater than equal to Rn. The first 5 prime Ramanujan prime numbers are here is 2, 11, 17, 29 and 41 is there. See now, which are going to satisfy this one. They are going to satisfy. That's why after this 2, 3, 5, 7, they are also the prime number we are not taking, because they should be follow this pattern. See how. The first prime number is 2 is there. Or suppose this is you can take to understand. इसे लीजिए R2 11. R2 means there should be 2 prime numbers between, which are going to satisfy this one. देखिए, this is your x. So x by 2, 11 by 2, so that is 5.5, and x is 11. And between these, including these two, because this is they are in close interval में है. तो इनके बीच में क्या क्या प्राइम आएंगे? देखिए, 7 will come, and then 11. Include this one. So 2 is there, so there the 2 is coming is there only. See, you can take this one. R3, 17. 17 means 8.5. divide by 2 into x is 17 itself. So there should be 3 prime numbers. There should be the 3 prime number is there only. See now here is this is 8.95 means 9 you can say, that is, so first is your 11, then 13, then 17. So 3 are coming is here. Similarly for the fourth Ramanujan prime numbers, there should be the 4 at least. 4 prime numbers will be which are going to satisfy this closed interval is there only. So they are known as a Ramanujan prime numbers are 2, 11. First 5 is there only. Likewise other numbers which also we can find out is there. Have a look. Yes. Now we want to check whether this number 667 is a prime number or not. We want to check this number is a prime number or not. How can you see? The method is there. You can assume let n is equal to 667. This theorem is already been discussed. See, and m is equal to, just take the square root of this one. You are supposed to take the square root of this number, the exact integral part of this one. Means इसके nearer, closer. कौन सा number आ रहा है? So 25 into 25 625. So 25 is the integral part of this one is there only. That is closer to. हमें क्या करना है? इसका square root ऐसे नंबर के साथ लेना है जो इसका स्क्वायर करने पर it should be equal to this radicand, means equivalent होना चाहिए. So that is 25 is the very closer. Square of the 25 is very closer to this one. We will take the integral part. Integral part we will take, remember, 25. Now the integers prime numbers which are less than or equal to 25 are, which are the prime numbers are there? जो equal to or less than this 25 will come there only. तो देखिए prime numbers क्या आएंगे? 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19 and 20. These are the prime numbers are there which are less than or equal to this 25. Now from these prime numbers by any one the number, if this number is divisible, अगर इनमें से किसी एक से भी divisible हो जाता है तो this number is not a prime. See, we find that you will do the factor of this one 667. It will be 23 into 29. So it is divisible by this 23. It is divisible by this number, this one. So you can say this is divisible by the prime number less than or equal to 25. So you can say this is not a prime. So if you want to check the prime number, that number is a prime number or not. अगर आपको किसी number को check करना है तो first the important, this is the very important part is here. You are supposed to find the integral part of this number which is given inside the radical sign. उससे less than you have to write the numbers and then check कि among these numbers में से किसी एक पर it is divisible हो जाता है तो that's not a prime. If it is not divisible by among any one of the number, then that number will be the prime number. So likewise you can check the number whether the given number is a prime number or not. Have a look. Yes, now one problem we are taking. Find all positive integers a and b. A and b are the any two positive integers for which this a raised to 4 plus 4 into b raised to 4 is a prime number. Means we are supposed to search the numbers a and b. हमें दो नंबर सर्च करने हैं कोई भी positive integers जिसके लिए this a raised to 4 plus 4 into b raised to 4 must be the prime. See now, so this is given a raised to 4 plus 4 b raised to 4. इसको just make it a perfect square. Perfect square की form में लिखने की कोशिश करें. Just perfect square in the form. See, so this is like a square. अगर हम इसको देखें तो this is what? A square plus this is your, you can see the b square. So 2b square whole square. But you need, it means 2ab or the minus 2ab you can say. So this is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So plus 2ab you will do what you will get? 2 into a square into 2b square. So this is equal to you are getting 4a square b square. So this is the extra term we are adding. ये extra term add हो रहा है, उतना ही subtract कर दीजिए. So the value will remain the same. लेकिन here to here you can write down this is a square plus 2b square whole square is here. So same thing we are doing here only. So this can be written as a square plus 2b square whole square minus, and this can be written as 2ab whole square. Because if you are going to make it a perfect square, इसका मतलब ये है कि जब perfect square बनाए तो उसके बाद at least वो इस फॉर्म में आना चाहिए a square minus b square. So one time you can add and one time you can subtract just there only. This is, you know, this one. So this is now a square plus b square. One time you can add, one time you can subtract. For the own convenience, this 2b square you can write down a square plus b square plus 2ab and this b square is here. But what exactly we are getting from here? We are getting this is a plus b whole square प्लस बी स्क्वायर. सिमिलरली इसको ब्रेक कर दिया, 2b स्क्वायर को मैं 2 बार लिखा, एंड दिस इज a माइनस बी होल स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर इज a. सी नाउ, सो फाइनली वी आर गेटिंग दिस इनटू दिस वन. ये हमको ऑलरेडी, बट इट इज ऑलरेडी गिवन इज हियर a and b are the positive integers हैं. It means if a and b are the positive integers, it means therefore a should be equal to greater than or equal to 1 or b is greater than equal to 1. And if a is greater than equal to 1 and b is greater than equal to 1, it means you can say this value a plus b whole square plus b square, definitely it will be greater than 1. It will be greater than 1 because a and b are या तो 1 है या 1 से बड़े हैं. तो अगर if you are going to put the value of a and b is here, that will definitely will come greater than 1 is there. It means since this a raised to power 4 plus 4 into b raised to power 4 is equal to क्या, ये है, this is a prime number, so therefore its factor, अगर ये prime number है, if it is a prime number, the factor of this one will be 1 and the number itself only, 1 and number itself. This is already you know कि कोई भी prime number होता है तो that is the factors of that one is 1 and number itself, and number itself, that is known as a prime number is there only. So it means is a prime, therefore its factors are 1 and the number itself. It means, but this is already we know, this is no v 1 plus b whole square plus b square is greater than 1 है. तो अगर ये greater than 1 है तो it means this should be equal to 1. This should be equal to 1 is there. So therefore you can say a minus b whole square plus b square should be equal to 1. And when this will be equal to 1, when this will be equal to 1, ये equal to 1 कब होगा, जब a minus b should be 0 and b should be 1. A minus b should be 0 and b should be 1 is here only. So that when a minus 1 will be 0, then a is equal to b होगा, means whatever is b that should be a. देखिए a minus b 0 कब होगा, जब a और b equal होंगे and b should be equal to 1 to become a 1 is here. It means a should also equal to 1. So you can say we are getting a is equal to b is equal to 1. So it means the value of a and 1, b is 1. So for a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 1, for these two positive integers, this will be the prime number is there only. Have a look. Okay, now the congruences. If let a and b are the two integers, a and b are the two integers is there, and m be a positive integer other than 1. There is another integer m other than 1 is there. Then a is said to be congruent to b. A is said to be the congruent to b modulo m if m divides, m is going to, which is other than 1 is there only, if m is going to divide the difference of a and b, or you can say a minus b is divisible by m is there. If a is the congruent to b, it means we will write this one is the modulo m. इसको हम लिखते हैं a congruent to b modulo m, or you can say, you can write on this way, a is congruent to this b modulo m is there only, or a is the congruent to b modulo m. It means this one what means what, the difference of these two will be divisible by this modulo m is there only. Then there exists an integer q such that a minus b is equal to either this one, means the difference of these two will be divided by the m with any one of the integer is there only. Means if you will divide a minus b का जो difference है उसको m से divide करेंगे तो you may get the any quotient is also there, m into this one, or maybe some remainder may be left out there only, so that a is equal to b plus m q can do. But if it is not a congruent to b modulo m, then we will write a is not a congruent to b modulo m is there only. Just example we will take, then you can understand. Have a look. Now the example is there, 37 congruent to b modulo 7. See, it means what, because 37 minus this a minus b, 37 minus 4, that is equal to what you will get, 37 minus 4. So I think 4 is not there, is there? Yes, this is 5 is here and mod is 4 is here only. So 37 minus 5, that is equal to 32, and this 34 2 is divided by 4, so you can say they are the congruent. See, here is 12 minus, here is, because 12 minus 9. So this is equal to 21 is divisible by 7. Divisible by 7. Now here is, this is not congruent. See, 23 minus 4. So that is 27. And this 27 is not divisible by 5. Is not divisible by 5. So you can check whether they are the congruent or not. Just see one more question we are taking. We are supposed to find the value of x. We are supposed to find the value of this x for which is congruent to 5 at the modulo 7. So this is x congruent to 5 modulo 7. So it means what? This x minus 5. Just see now, as we are subtracting here, that was divisible by this number 4. So x minus 5 must be divisible by 7. And if x minus 5 is divisible by 7, it means this x minus 5 should be the multiple of 7. You can take for own convenience, you can introduce the lambda here. So 7 lambda, or lambda kya hoga? That will be an integer. It means what you are getting. So x is equal to 5 plus 7 lambda, where z lambda belongs to the integer z. Z means here it may be the positive integer, maybe the negative integer is here. Maybe positive as well as the negative. So what will be value of x will be here? X की value क्या आएगी? यहाँ lambda की value रखते जाइए. Any number. Suppose I am putting lambda is equal to 1. So lambda is equal to 1 you are putting, to what will we get? 5 plus 7, 12. If you are going to put 2, 14 plus 3, 19. Likewise, if you are going to put minus 1, then 5 minus 7, so minus 2. You are going to put minus 2, minus 14, minus 9. So likewise, the value of, these are the set of the values of x you will get 0. X ki value you will get as you are going to put the value of lambda. You are going to put the 1, then you will get this 12, then 2 you are getting 2 into 7, 14 plus 5, 19. Then likewise you can put 7, lambda is equal to 3. Similarly you can put the negative value minus 1, minus 7, minus 2. Likewise you can put this there only. See, minus 2, minus 14 plus 9, 5. So you will get minus 9. So likewise you will get the set of values. That will be the set of x you can say, for which this will be the divisible. Have a look. Okay, now the modular exponentiation means in case of the question is given in the form of the exponent is there only. So you can understand first is definition is here. Let a be any integers, mn be positive integers such that a raised to power n is the congruent to b modulus m. M is n are the any positive integer is there m, where this b should be less than m but greater than equal to 0. Then we can say that this is b is equal to a raised to power n modulus m. This is the very important point, is keep in mind this one is there. So b is equal to a raised to power n modulus m modulo m. Then a raised to power n is congruent to b modulo m is there, where b is less than m but greater than equal to 0. So it means what you will get? It means a raised to power n minus b will be divided by this m modulo m, where with this condition is there. So b is the remainder when a raised to power n is divisible by m. So this b, maybe the remainder is there only. So the remainder when 5 raised to power, just see one of the example we were taking is here, like 5 raised to power 2 is divisible by 4. So 5 raised to power 2 is 25 is divided by 4. So 4, 6 are 24, but remainder is 1 is there. So we will write this remainder 1 is equal to 5 raised to power 2 mod 7. This is the one of the example. We need this example to understand this one. When 5 raised to power 2 is divided by 4 is 1, means that is 1 is equal to 5 raised to power 2 modulo 4 is there only. Means if you are going to divide this 25 by 4, you will get the remainder 1 is there. So इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए देखिए, one question is we are taking. We want to evaluate 3 raised to power 60 modulo 7 will be equal to what? See, here is the value is given 3. This is, as already we know that 3 raised to power 2 is equal to 9, which is divided by 7. The remainder will be the 2. Means we are talking about this number 7. So हम 3 का मल्टीपल लेंगे तो 3 स्क्वायर में क्या आएगा? 9 is divided by 7, where the remainder will remain 2. So this 3 raised to power 2 can be written as 3 raised to power 2 congruent to 2 modulus 7. Now, but you not need 3 raised to power 60. यहाँ क्या है? 3 raised to power 2 है. तो first 5 करें So 3 raised to power कितना होगा 10 here, and this is also 2 raised to power 5, that is 32. Of this 32 modulo 7 can be written as, that is 32 modulo 4, 32 complement to 4 modulo 7 is there only. See, 32 minus 4 you will do, that will be divided by 7. So in place of this one you can write on 4 modulo 7 here. So this is 3 raised to power 10 is you are getting, but you need this one, so again you are supposed to do the square. So here you will also do, you will do the 16, it's become a 20, but this is 4 square means 16 is there. So 16 can be written as 16 modulo 7 is here. So 16 modulo 7 can be written as 2 modulo 7 is there only. Means देखिए 16 को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, 16 is equal to 2 modulo 7. So 16 minus 2, 14 is divided by 7. So this can be written as this one. Now this is 3 raised to power 20 is there, but you need 60. So you do the cube of this one. So 3 raised to power 20 whole cube. So that is it. Just complement to this 2 raised to power 3 modulo 7 is here. So this is 8. And this 8 modulo 7 again can be written as 8 is equal to 1. 8 minus 1, 7. That is divided by 7 is there. Now in place of this one, again you can add on 1 modulo 7. So that is 3 raised to power 60 modulo is complement to 1 modulo 7 is there. So what you will get? It means 3 raised to power 60 modulo 7 will come equal to the 1. You remember this one. So this is the answer. So likewise you can evaluate this here. You can go through this one, then again you can understand. Have a look.